My car, it runs on gas, but I run on coffee, a whole lot of it. I can't tell you how much coffee I've drank in my life and how many different coffee shops I've been to in Orange County. But the minute I walked through the doors of this establishment, I knew I had to share it with you. It's very, very rare that you walk in and find the perfect blend of amazing coffee, delicious treats, and top-notch customer service. And because of that, I want to introduce you to your next favorite coffee shop, MoonWood. So join me while I sit down with Adam, the shop manager, and find out more about this place and why you need to come check it out. World famous Huntington Beach is a truly unique city filled with tons of great places to grab a bite to eat. We're here to help you find your next favorite spot. Welcome to Hungry in Huntington Beach. All right, so why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves and tell everybody where we're at.
Hi everyone, I'm Adam Reed with MoonWood Coffee. I am the caterer and the shop manager here in Huntington Beach. We are located off of Brookhurst and Adams, right next to the new Cane's that was just built.
South Huntington Beach, just a couple of doors down from my office, so I know exactly where you're at. Tell me, how long has MoonWood been in business here at this specific location?
We, in this specific location, are about to come up on our year anniversary, so July 1st. That'll be one whole year that we've been in business here.
And did you guys have anything going prior to your brick and mortar shop here, or was this your first foray?
Yeah, so we actually did catering for about 5 years. My mom bought the company from a previous owner who also did catering. So then we kind of added the whole coffee and everything, and that's how we got this location.
And how's it been going for you over the last year or so?
It's been really good, really good. Can't complain. I mean, we have been pretty busy, but our catering is where we're kind of hoping to really build and grow.
And what made you decide to pick this specific location within Huntington Beach for your storefront?
We are actually born and raised in Huntington, so we wanted to basically have our home location here. I mean, we live off Main Street, so we just like that local beach kind of vibe, and that's what our coffee shop brings. I love it. Everyone's so nice here. The people are always a good vibe, and they always enjoy themselves, and they love what we do, and it's just great being able to talk to them and show them what we do here.
What's been some of the more fulfilling aspects of running MoonWood here in Huntington Beach?
So my mom is actually the owner, so basically for me personally, I find it fulfilling helping her out. I mean, it's always kind of that dream to have, your mom retire early. So that's kind of where I've been at in my journey here at MoonWood.
Can we kind of go into what types of coffee you're serving here and kind of what differentiates your coffee shop from others?
Yeah, so as far as our coffee goes, we get our coffee from Bodie. So they're a local roaster out in Orange. But the coffee we use is only used by about 1% of coffee shops across the country. So You're getting a very premium coffee and at a very affordable price. But we have our own M blend as well as our decaf and our red bud. Those are our house blends. But we also get sourced from Ethiopia. We get sourced from Guatemala, from Brazil, Honduras. So pretty much you can find any kind of coffee that you're interested in here.
And what are some of the types of coffees you serve in terms of the types of lattes and coffee drips and stuff like that? So
we do offer our pour over. Obviously, that does take a little while, but that is the most effective way to get your coffee. You get the best taste as well as the brew of it is just delicious. But our specialty coffees, we have our cedar cinnamon, which is a brown sugar cinnamon latte, so that's one of our more popular items. And then we also have a full moon, which is our iced coffee with a house-made sweet cream. So that as well is a very popular item here.
And in terms of beverages you guys serve outside of coffee, what can you tell us about that?
So we offer our chai tea, which is actually a spiced chai. So it's different from your normal chai tea, which is more sweet. This one has hints of ginger, black pepper, cayenne. So very, very good and definitely a different take on your classic chai. And we also offer a matcha, which is a matcha powder that we use, and mix it in with a little bit of oat milk, a little bit of vanilla, and you got yourself a great drink.
Cool. And I know when I first walked in here, the first thing I was greeted with was an endless array of sweet treats. What kind of baked goods are you guys serving up over here?
So our baked goods vary, and they range from pretty much any kind of baked good you can think of. We have muffins, we have cakes, we have cinnamon rolls, breakfast danishes. We also offer some breads, so we have a very good zucchini bread and a banana bread. We also do custom sugar cookies as well. Everything is baked in-house. We have one baker, her name's Jessica, and she is always here baking from day to day, so couldn't do it without her. Here at MoonWood, we really try to bring that homey vibe. I mean, you can't really go wrong with other places, but we really do offer that one-on-one quality with our customers as well as very premium items. here at MoonWood, you are getting the best experience that is possible.
What can you tell us about your catering side of the business? Is it coffee catering? Is it baked good catering? What do you guys kind of present to the market in that regard?
For our catering, we offer a lot of variety. We offer a lot of options. So we can do a full menu for what we do in our shop, as well as we can offer bakery items too. So we do a lot of like weddings, and we just got finished with our graduation season. So those are kind of what we do as far as like catering wise. Eventually we do want to work with a lot of other companies as far as our catering goes. So that's kind of our main goal. Obviously, when it comes to running a shop, it's a little bit more difficult, but we want to have one main location and then basically send all of our catering trucks out from that one location.
All right, so I know in talking to you off camera, you mentioned that yourself and MoonWood as a whole has partnered with some really cool companies. Maybe you could kind of tell everybody what companies you've worked with and in what capacity.
So as far as companies we've worked with, we worked with a lot of local companies around Orange County, but some of our bigger companies we've worked with Ferrari, we've done events for them. We work with the local business AV Irvine, so they are basically event caterers. We work with a lot of wedding planners as well as people who do housing, so real estate agents.
Oh, cool. So one cool thing that stuck out to me when we first met was all the stuff that you guys are involved with outside of your shop, specifically from different nonprofit charitable organizations. Maybe kind of let us know some of the stuff you guys are involved with.
So as far as what we're involved in, we really want to end 1 in 10. So every 1 in 10 people are involved in some type of sexual abuse in their life. And unfortunately, my sister was one of those, unlucky souls. And so basically what we do as MoonWood, we are there to support her in her endeavors. And so basically recently, she was just granted a partnership with Laguna Playhouse and a sponsor. So she will go to the events, and MoonWood will be there behind to support her every step of the way.
So it's taking every ounce of willpower for me not to just jump all over these treats that I'm smelling and seeing. So why don't we take a second, if you don't mind, and maybe we could get up close and personal with some of them?
Yeah, no problem. I will go ahead and bring you some pastries out.
Cool. All right, this is my favorite part of the job here. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're looking at over here?
So we'll start on the left over here. So we have our mason jars. So we sell, this mason jar is gonna be our tiramisu. So basically it's a coffee cake with a little bit of cream cheese center, and then it's topped with cinnamon as well as some chocolate pieces. And then over here we have the s'mores, which is basically, as it sounds, a s'more in a jar. It's got a graham cracker crust, marshmallows, chocolate, topped with marshmallows, and then a little bit of flame on top. Then we have our cupcakes. We have full size and minis. So this one is our butter brown sugar. So basically chocolate chips, a little bit of brown sugar, and then some butter cream cheese frosting. On the right here we have the red velvet. So that's just our classic take on a red velvet cupcake. Here we have our tray of cookies. So basically an assorted amount of cookies, including we have oatmeal with icing. We have almond butter cookie sandwiches. We have moon lox, so that's basically a puff pastry with our cream cheese filling. Then we have a peanut butter blossom, Nutella chocolate chip cookie, snickerdoodles, original chocolate chip, as well as an almond cookie and peanut butter. Here we have basically our edible imaging. So basically we can do any type of images on these cookies. Recently we actually just did Mother's Day cookies, and we did a mom wanted her face on it, and so basically her and her family enjoy eating the cookies with their face on it. So it's very, very cute. Back here we have our decorated sugar cookies. So again, Jessica's our baker, and she does that all by hand. So we have a surfboard, a shark, and a mermaid tail. And then here we have an assortment of our breakfast pastries. So we have our almond bear claw, cinnamon roll, our cheese Danish, and then our pecan roll.
On the pecan roll, that looks amazing. Can you kind of tell us what's in that?
Yeah, so on the pecan roll, we actually call it the sticky bun. Essentially, it is the same flavor and same profile as our cinnamon roll, baked up. After it's done baking, we glaze it with a little bit of brown sugar, top it with a little bit of pecans, and then again with a little bit of butter and brown sugar on top.
All right, well, I did my best, but I can tell you what, I have to try this cinnamon roll, so let's see what this is all about. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the hype is real. This is amazing. Come check it out. You won't be sorry. All right, so this is typically the part of the episode where we hand it back over to you and let you kind of speak directly to the viewers for maybe a minute or so and kind of put a bow on the interview, so go ahead.
Sweet. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today. So again, I'm Adam with MoonWood Coffee. So we are located off of Brookhurst and Adams in Huntington Beach, California, not too far from the beach itself. So I would just love to invite you guys in to come and meet our crew, come and talk, chat, grab a cup of coffee, some pastries, anything you kind of, your heart desires as far as sweets or just a good cup of joe. So yeah, and if you want to ever have any questions about catering or about any type of event that we can do for you, feel free to check us out at moonwoodcoffee.com, and that's where we are also located on Instagram at moonwoodcoffee. Grab a card while you're in here, and feel free to email my mom. She can get back to you with quotes as far as what your event entails.
Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Look forward to having many more cups of coffee here.
Sounds good.
You guys have a great day.